Hello everybody, welcome back to the Halcyon Diaries. So today we're at Castle Ashby House and Gardens in Northamptonshire. Now the house is privately owned now, so we can't go inside unfortunately, but we can have a look around the historic landscape gardens. Come along with me.
The estate of Castle Ashby House is the ancestral family seat of the Compton family. They were both Earls and Marquises of Northampton. The house is still occupied today by the same family.
Now the current Castle Ashby house behind me was built in 1574, and like a lot of houses of that time were built in a traditional E-shaped plan, and that was to celebrate the coronation of Elizabeth I, who actually stayed here as a guest in 1600.
Set within the house grounds lies the parish church of Mary Magdalene, and it was built in around the 14th century. The imposing shrine framing a life-sized angel was built to commemorate the 4th Marchioness Eliza Harriet. The church serves as the resting place for many members of the Compton family. The gardens have undergone many changes throughout the years. In 1598, owner William Compton, who was a nobleman and politician, married Elizabeth Spencer, who in 1610 inherited a vast fortune. The money went towards further rebuilding and extravagant entertainment, with King James I visiting here in 1612 and again in 1619. One gorgeous feature of the garden is this Italian Renaissance-style wall fountain that lies close to the orangery and was built in the 19th century.
The beautiful orangery behind me is situated in the gardens and was designed by architect Matthew Digby Wyatt in 1872. Now unfortunately it's closed again, but at least we can admire it from the outside.
The Grade 2 listed building is also known as the Palm House. It boasts terracotta relief decoration by Blashfield and an internal pool by William Bruges. The inside really is a botanical haven, and I just wish we could get inside to take a look.
So my favourite part about Castle Ashby Gardens is that in the 18th century, top landscaper Lancelot Capability Brown was brought in to landscape these beautiful gardens, including the Palladian style you see behind me.
So here's my favourite part. Lancelot Capability Brown. Known as England's greatest gardener, Capability Brown was one of the best, if not the only landscaper you would have sought for your property. He was known to be responsible for around 170 gardens in England. Other well-known sites include Blenheim Palace, Highclere Castle, Warwick Castle and Belvoir Castle. I really do believe you can spot a Capability Brown garden a mile off. He began restoration of the gardens at Castle Ashby in the 1760s, flattening and grassing over the formal Elizabethan gardens. A ha-ha was created to protect the pleasure garden from grazing animals, fish ponds were turned into lakes, and a serpentine carriage drive crossed them to create an impressive approach to the house. Some works completed cost an estimated £3.2 million today. By the 1860s, garden tastes had changed and formality was acceptable. The third Marquis asked the garden architect Matthew Digby Wyatt to come in and design terrace gardens for the east side of the house.
So you join me now in the walled garden, which was built in 1868 over a period of just 2 months. And as you can see, it's absolutely massive. So the fact that they did it in 2 months is amazing.
The design for the walled garden was begun by Edward William Godwin in September 1867. The estimated cost for the construction was £2,550 and a second plan cost £1,844.
A later addition to the walled garden came in 1871 when architect Matthew Digby Wyatt was once again brought in to design these beautiful beehives, and they were used to produce honey for the family of Castle Ashby House.
As we extend beyond the castle grounds, we find 2 bridges, one called the Bathstone Bridge and 2 is the Terracotta Bridge, which was remodelled in around 1868. The gardens here are always undergoing change and restoration. Topiaries are being reintroduced and the fountains are being brought back into working order, and there are many more plans for future restoration here.
Thanks again for watching, everybody. Join us next time on the Halcyon Diaries for another adventure. Bye!